All right, welcome to this quick tutorial. I don't even know if it's a tutorial or if I'm just overly excited about this functionality I found in Hollywood Orchestrator. If you're like me and you're always looking for new sounds and you really want to get outside, you love dissonance, I found a way to create instant dissonance in Hollywood Orchestrator. You can load up a preset, or you can create your own pattern. I've done a video on creating these patterns already, so I'll link to that in the video and the description down below. But I want to jump into what I discovered in Hollywood Orchestrator. So I was clicking around, just trying to get a handle on what the program can do. And I clicked this little display button here, and it pops out the inspector. Now there's a lot of information here, but we don't care about it. All we're concerned with is the tuning scale. So by default, all of the instruments are tuned to the Western scale. The 12-note chromatic tempered scale, that the 12 notes come back around in a perfect octave. Which is, great. It's what we're used to. It's going to produce the best sounding music for our ears. But EastWest provided us with dozens and dozens of other tuning scales. So let's get the pattern in our ears first, as it sounds naturally to us in the West. In fact, you know what? I might even bring those flutes down a bit. So they're a little piercing. There we go. So that's what our pattern sounds like in the Western tradition. So I'm going to change the flutes to use the Arabic Saga tuning. And let's play our C minor again. You heard that, right? That was just from changing one instrument to a scale. The natural progression is, what happens if we change all of the instruments to a different scale? And that, of course, we're going to do that. So I'm going to switch the oboes to the Aristoxenos Intense Diatonic. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it sounds like, but it sounds awesome. I mean, the name itself sounds awesome. We're going to change the clarinets to the El Farabi Chromatic. And we'll make the bassoons play an Egyptian scale. So now let's hear our chord progression. C minor. B diminished. Oh, it's wonderful. It's like all the musicians in the orchestra suddenly got drunk. All right, let's play some more. Let's see if we can almost get to something listenable but using various tunings. So I'm just picking stuff at random here. I have no idea what these tunings sound like. That's interesting. I'm still playing that C minor, and you don't get a sense of tonality at all. So since my tuning root is C for all of the instruments, I can still play C, G, the root and the fifth, and still sound somewhat in tune. But as soon as you start adding in thirds, then things start to go off the rails quickly. Even if let's do a cluster of semitones. If we add some percussion, this could get awesome quickly. Let's add in some timpani. Play it down an octave. I'm going to write a quick pattern here. Boom, boom, boom. Actually, we never get there. I'm always just playing in 3/4 right now. So this last bar has been ignored for the most part. And again, if you're wondering what I'm doing here, check out the video I did on as a quick start guide on creating these patterns. So now I've added some timpani. It's a little in your face. Let's adjust the velocity on these. There we go. And even, I was playing all notes. Let's play the lowest note. There we go. All right, so now I can bring the volume back up on that. You've heard of cultural appropriation? Well, now we're appropriating all of the cultures. But you know what? We can even things out by shifting back to put a couple of the instruments in the Western tuning. Let's go with our top note and our bottom note, and just let the middle notes fight each other. Ugh. And the oboe especially, in this range, sounds exotic to begin with. So let's just solo the oboe. Try a different range. It's instantaneous. Already you've brought so much tension, so much more emotion into a basic chord. So let's see, the clarinets are in India Mukund. Let's bring the oboe back to Western. And the clarinet back to Western, and we'll switch the top note and the bottom note to something else. Dorian, the Alfarabi Dorian, and Chinese scholar's lute for the bassoons. That was my fault. I played a bad chord there. Not that you could really tell. All right. That's really all I wanted to show you guys. I thought this was really cool. Something I'm going to play around with a lot because it's just so nice to get out of that tempered mindset into microtones. It's something that was played around with a lot in the 20th century, and moving forward, it's just the way we got to get it. Join the rest of the world and get out of our tempered mentality. Anyway, subscribe for more videos. Hit the like button. Yada. I don't know. I don't even know how YouTube works anymore. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later.